Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. It's your computer science class and I'm your computer science teacher Asma Tariq. Today we are going to start chapter number 1, that is operating system, and the topic that we will cover today are operating system, task of operating system and commonly used operating system. So let's start with defining the operating system. What an operating system is. An operating system is basically a type of system software that manages all the operations and components of a computer system. What does it mean? You can say that an operating system is used to operate the computer. An operating system acts as an interface between the user and the computer. You can say that operating system is an interaction between the user and computer. It provides an interface. The operating system is used to load RAM automatically when the computer is turned on. Whenever you will turn on your computer, it's the responsibility of the operating system that it loads RAM automatically. Operating system has a lot of importance that user cannot run any program without operating system. It is the most important software of the computer that is used to run the computer. Some examples of operating system are Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac OS and Android. Now we will discuss task of operating system. The first important task of the operating system is that it loads and executes programs into the main memory. Dear students, as you know that whenever some program is being executed, it must be loaded into the main memory and then it must be executed, and it is the responsibility of the operating system that it loads and executes programs into the main memory. The next task of the operating system is that it controls the operation of all the devices. All the hardware devices that are connected to the computer system are controlled by the operating system. It also manages files and folders on the devices such as hard disk. It allows multitasking. What do you mean by multitasking? It means it can allow multitask at the same time, or you can say that it can allow multitasking, or it can execute multiple tasks at the same time. It performs networking operations such as resource sharing. What do you mean by network? A network is a combination of computer or different devices, and when we talk about the resource sharing on the network, it is managed by the operating system. What do you mean by resource sharing? What type of resources could be shared on the network? The resources like CPU, main memory, hard disk and printer, etc. It maintains the security of the computer. How it maintains the security of the computer? We can use username and password to secure our computer. It can also identify the different hardware problems, and if we have any type of hardware problem in our computer, it displays messages on the screen. Now we will discuss commonly used operating system. In our today's lecture, we will be discussing 4 types of commonly used operating system: the DOS, Windows, Mac OS and Unix. So let's discuss all of them one by one. First of all, we will discuss DOS or disk operating system. DOS was developed in 1970s when microcomputer was introduced. What are the microcomputers? The computers that we are using today. It was called disk operating system. Why it was called disk operating system? Because entire operating system could be stored on a single floppy disk. It has been used on microcomputer for many years. Then it was replaced by the Windows in early 1990s. DOS is a single user and single task operating system. It means that it allows only one user to perform one task at a time on the computer. DOS is the command line operating system. What do you mean by command line operating system? It means that we have to give commands to perform any type of operation. Its interface is not very user friendly, and the user have to type the commands to interact with the computer system. It can be difficult for beginners to learn, memorize and use these commands. Here are you can see that there is an interface of disk operating system that is shared on the screen. It is a black screen and some white text is written on it, and we have to type commands here to perform different types of tasks. Now we will see some examples of DOS commands that could be used to perform different types of operations. The first one is dir. Dir stands for directory. What do you mean by directory? All the files and the folders could be displayed by using this command. The next one is cd, it's change directory. What does it means? It is used to change the directory. It means that we can move from one folder to another folder. Copy. Copy command is used to copy files. And the next command is rename. It is used to change the name of the file. Del is used to delete one or more files, and format is used to format the disk. So these are different examples of different DOS commands that could be used to perform different types of operations. The next type of the operating system, or the next commonly used operating system, is Windows. Now we will discuss Windows. Windows is the most commonly used operating system today. It was developed in mid 1980s by Microsoft. It provides graphical user interface that is very user friendly. What do you mean by graphical user interface? It means that it uses icons, menus and buttons. It does not use any type of commands. The user does not have to remember any type of command like those. Microsoft has released many versions of Windows operating system over the years. Some versions of the Windows operating system are Windows 98, Windows Millennium, Windows XP, and Windows 7, etc. And nowadays, the most recent operating system is Windows 10. You can see the interface of Windows on your screen now. The next commonly used operating system is Mac OS. Mac OS is a series of operating systems developed by Apple. Mac OS is mostly installed on Apple computers like iMac, MacBook Pro, and MacBook Air. The latest version of Mac OS is called High Sierra, that was released in September 2017. It is more secured computer system as compared to Windows operating system. When we talk about the Mac hardware and software, they work together with minimum problems. You will see that if you have ever been using Mac OS, you will see that the problems will be minimum with the hardware and the software when we compare it with the Windows operating system. However, Mac OS is not widely used operating system as Windows. The number of application software for Mac OS is less than Windows operating system. You can see the interface of Mac operating system on your screen. Now the next operating system, commonly used operating system, is Unix. Unix is a multi-user and multitasking operating system. What does it mean? That it allows multiple users to perform multiple tasks at the same time. It was developed by Ken Thompson and Dennis Rich in early 1970s at Bell Laboratories. It was developed in C language. The programming language that was used to develop Unix was C language. It provides greater processing power and better security than Windows operating system. Processing power is high and security is better as compared to Windows operating system. The computers that run Unix operating system usually do not get malware attack as viruses. When we talk about the viruses attack, Unix operating system is more secure. Many versions of Unix operating system are available for a wide range of computer systems, from microcomputers to mainframes. It is typically not popular for use on microcomputers. It is commonly used on servers. Servers are the main computers. It requires high level of technical knowledge to install, maintain, and upgrade. The latest version of Unix also provide GUI. As you can see on the screen, it is the latest version of Unix and it is graphical user interface. Dear students, I hope you have understand everything. Thank you so much.